Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
Yeah, and he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Houston wants to play fast. To the air. It's Anger. Gets it out quickly. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the RPO, complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To throw, it's Anger. Makes a grab over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fair catch called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Give to the running back. Sweet feet on the move. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The give to the back. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Notre Dame 14, Houston 0.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This offense has a second down play. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? To the air, it's Anger. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's another first down for the offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Works the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on fourth and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice...
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdown. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just...
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number 32.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run.
And it's caught inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Dances away again. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Houston will snap it in the red zone. To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Anger, trying to get to him. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. Offense getting set for first down. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Lining up to convert third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep it.
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
He's looking to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Houston offense once again. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Flips it out to the back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They move the tight end all over. They'll test the right side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A third and long coming up here. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. And it is a good idea to gain tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wants to throw. It's Anger. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting the field.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes a handoff and he's going right. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's Anger. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball is picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Ran through the contact. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, gave the defender the business. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control in this offense.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Intercepted by Notre Dame. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Parker. Gets open down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Finds his big tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation
There's no real reason to panic. Certainly this was a disappointing out. Look at a lot of
巨狼